Will send it forward and center for Jack Dugan. Dugan hit by Luce, and the T-Birds immediately cause a turnover. Trailer is Nemitz. Nemitz steps in and fires. Zarenko has the first save of the night. A good trigger pull there from the 18-year-old Simone Nemitz. And now away comes McGing. McGing in on goal. Backhand. Schmid made the save with the toe. Kessel, his first goal of the year, feeds on right wing. Nick Hutchison backhands it through the slot to the near side glass. A penalty coming. First time tonight that the referees get into the action. Alex Ross has the first minor penalty call of the night. It's interference. Foot quickly goes to the point and bounces in front. Schmelzer shot save made Zarenko. Second try, save again by Zarenko. Third try and another save by Zarenko. As he stonewalled Foot and Young. If their penalty kill again does the job. Stevens now into the Springfield zone, a right wing feed. Nemitz steps in, centers to Stevens, and Nolan Stevens in his return to Springfield has scored his third in just 2 games against the T-Birds. Working the give and go with the 18-year-old Simone Nemitz to absolute perfection. Now back in his own end, works it D-to-D for Kessel. Kessel's stick explodes on him on the breakout pass. Senishin stepping in around Lyle at the right point, has some room. Lyle a wrist shot, deflection, saved by Schmid off of McGing. Into the O-zone, a right wing feed for Mitchell Holscher. Holscher in around the cage. McGing trying to roll it back toward the point. Bitten across. Kessel a one-timer. Saves Schmid. And the rebound is swallowed by the big Swiss netminder. As both Bitten and Washkirk arrived on the scene exactly halfway through the power play. Against Wotherspoon, and now sending Bitten up the left wing. Bitten one-on-one against Nemitz, looking for a trailer. Bitten centering to the net. McGing got toppled, and a penalty is called. For some reason, the referee right on the scene, Alex Ross, kept his arm down, but the trailing official, Alex Ross, makes the call from center ice. McGing's bull rush of the net will give the T-Birds a second power. Bitten to the circle, drops it back. Kessel, the one-timer, save made, rebound. Oh, what a save by Schmid off of Holscher with the blocker. It's Nolan Foot, in alone, he hit the post. Off of Zarenko and then off of the iron. So close chances at each end. Holscher now with a step at the offensive zone. Holscher a shot, save Schmid. There was a rebound there, but Russo poked it away from Jacob Hayhurst just in the nick of time. The Comets clear the zone out, forces Zarenko out of his net. Janssen swiped it from Kessel, though. Andreas Janssen into the slot. Wotherspoon moves it in, right wing feed, and Foot is denied by Zarenko. Has some speed as he hits the Comet line. He winds, he fires, and a glove save made by Schmid. Sam Rukov, Flapper moves into left circle, his wrist shot. Schmid through a heavy screen by Bitten, gloves it down and stops play. 12:30 to go, second period. Akira Schmid was not at his best against the Blues, but against check by Highmore, and the T-Birds finally get possession with Kessel doing the honors. Stevens with one extra shot on LaFerriere after the whistle, and that will up the temperature here tonight. 10:45 left of the second. The original penalty was going to be against Springfield for the trip against Wotherspoon. We'll have to see if Steve. There's the centering feed. Lyle to the net, fires, glove, save again. And Schmid wants to keep it in play, and he will. Walsh with some space, he'll send it for a deflection. Save made by Zarenko. As getting a piece on the tip with Schmelzer. Jandrick, and now it's the Comets on their heels on a delayed penalty. Ferk, the wrist shot, fakes it to the middle. He shoots it, blocked in front of that rebound, poked free. Jandrick fires, he scores! Comets on the ice and the coaching staff on the Utica bench are incensed that there was not puck possession in there for Utica at some point during that scramble off the second shot attempt by Ferk. It hit Nemitz in the body, but that's not possession. It was poked away, I believe, by Holscher in the slot area back to Jandrick. Gambardella's making the case that he thought he had touched the puck, but I realized Callan now on the right side, met by Taldidia. Ferk arriving off the bench now for the T-Birds, and Ferk is going to be called for a penalty. He pushed Grollo in the back. Not the kind of penalty you want to see from Martin. Perrant right side, Nemitz has a man breaking to the front. Nemitz curls it, his shot is saved by Zarenko. Second try, Stevens pushed it wide. Shin pads, Laffy after it along the near side. Russo ahead, could be numbers for the Comets. Hallinan down the right wing, defended by Samorukov. He centers it in front. Zarenko, the save, rebound trickles in. Zarenko made a fantastic first save on the centering pass to Hutchison, but I don't know if it was the defender Highmore or the trailing Utica player who ends up batting it across the line. But the Comets do retake the lead 2-1. Also in there, but the T-Birds eventually rip it free, and now Bitton steamrolling up the left wing. Bitton cutting in, Bitton to the backhand, save Schmid, and the rebound poked ahead and out to center. Here in center point at his shot deflected up and out of play by Callan. And after the whistle, Schmelzer and Luce come together, the two Buffalo natives nose to nose along the far side. Jurenko out of his net, got himself sidewinding and came in front of the net and somehow didn't go. Jurenko had just barely gotten back into his crease. I have no clue how that was offside, as now Nemitz and Washkaric come together after the whistle. As bodies gather deep in the Utica zone. Had 5 total. Working loose from Gertson, and then Hayhurst thrown down in a heap by Nolan Foote. Sturdy play there by Foote, and he did so. Bitton, he'll deflect it in. McGing up the right wing with speed. McGing to the net, one hands it on goal, and where is it? Apparently not in the net. As McGing went sliding down in the crease, and Schmid nonchalantly has it in the mid. Through the middle, LaFerriere is onside left wing feed. Highmore in, he shoots. Stymied rebound. Oh, it somehow stayed out. Stripped by Nolan Foote, who will now race up the right wing, trying to get around Griffin Luce, and Luce ran him off with a good hip check. From Holscher, Andreas Janssen taken down, nothing called, as Lucel and Kessel has to protect it behind his net, but he's stripped by Janssen, who steps in front and shoots, and Jurenko able to make the save. As recovering was Kessel to make sure Janssen couldn't get a clean. For the left wing, Clark, an angle shot gloved by Jurenko. Now we'll get a whistle, and the final media stoppage of the night. 3:16 left in the third. Martin Firk rink wide for Kessel. Kessel the wrist shot. Schmid has it. As again, Schmid had to look around traffic as LaFerriere and Highmore were both in the line of that shot. But no rebound somehow, and Schmid is up to 36. Holscher from the circle centers it. Save made by Schmid off of Bitton in tight. Lyle now from the point, a wrist shot deflected up. McGing through center. Firk from center will wind and crank it in. Save Schmid. Rebound goes to the far glass. Able to golf it down the ice, but the T-Birds aren't going to get there in time. And the Comets, behind 38 saves by Akira Schmid, have stolen a win from the T-Birds on a very hard-fought effort by both of these clubs on Throwback night here in spring.